that we've explored the initial best practices for optimizing your AI interactions, let's move on to the next set of tips. And in this video, I'll discuss the importance of giving examples and specifying the output format so that you can get the best results from your AI tools. These practices will help you guide the AI more effectively, ensuring it produces the content you need and in the format that you desire. So this brings us to our third best practice, which is give examples. You want to direct their responses by setting a clear precedent for the type of output you expect, reducing the guesswork for the AI. You want to ensure your examples match the style, the tone, and the content you aim for. And this is just going to guide the AI's approach to its response. And anything you can add from sample text to the data formats, templates, even to clarify your expectations across the different tasks and how you like to receive information. This is very important. I prefer when reading things to have things in scannable bullet points. Some people prefer long form narrative. This is the power of AI. You can specify the examples of what resonates not only for your target audience, but for you as well. Let's look at some examples of how you do this. So for this one, we're going to jump over to Meta AI. They recently just released Llama 3, and to be completely honest, it's a very capable model. The best thing about it is that it's open source. That means that organizations and researchers and companies can fine tune and retrain this model, which is a huge benefit to the entire ecosystem. So for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to paste a prompt that says generate a social media post for LinkedIn, similar to the engaging style used by our highest performing post. And here I have a place for an example. Then I go on to say specifically include an attention grabbing question related to AI advancements, a brief overview of the webinar's focus on the future of AI in communications, and a call to action encouraging professionals to join the discussion. The tone should be professional yet captivating, aiming to spark curiosity and conversation. For the purposes of this example, I'm just going to take this out, put my 3 pounds to help with separating what's the context and your instructions in your prompt. So I'm going to paste this in here from our last example, which had us create an invite for an exclusive webinar. So we're going to go ahead and give it this. As you can see, it's generating a post. This is an example where you asked it to have a similar and engaging style. Now, if you noticed, it presented it in a different format for us because we asked what to include and the format at the end. So it kept the same style of the post, but presented it in a different format based off of our instructions that we gave it afterwards. So as you can see here, it just recreated that style for a whole new post. And it's how you can have it mimic things like brand voice, and also too, how to recapture some of that magic from some of your most viral posts. So for our next example, let's talk about how we could use this for a monthly newsletter. So create a section for our monthly newsletter that highlights recent AI innovations in the creative industry, mimicking the insightful and concise approach seen in this newsletter. These sections should summarize key innovations, link to relevant studies or articles, and propose questions for readers to ponder how these advancements might impact their work. Aim for about 250 words. Ensure the tone is informative yet accessible, encouraging readers to explore the topics further. Once again, this example just highlights how you can paste in an example of how you want the response to be, and it will mimic. So that brings me to my next best practice, which we've kind of talked a little bit about this in how we've asked for our content back. But one of the things that you can definitely do is specify the output. By specifying the output, it's going to give you, some clarity in the format that you want it in. You can directly state whether you want an analysis, summary, narratives, bullet points. So this helps really give you the information in the way that you best digest information. You can also detail preferences. So you can mention the tone or the style, the structural elements that you want, like headings. And all of these things just help you to refine the final product. Ultimately, you can create templates which can give you customized responses. And these templates can help tailor requests, helping produce outputs that are immediately useful and engaging. Let's show you how you can do that in some of these tools. So for this one, I'm going to give it this prompt, which is generate a comprehensive analysis of the latest trends in AI communication tools, presented in a report format with subheadings for each trend, including a formal tone and bullet points for key statistics. So here we're going to go through and it's going to give me exactly what I asked for. It gives me an introduction. It gives me it separated into the different trends. It gives me bullet points with statistics. Now, here is a very important piece. Notice how it said source, Eventbrite, source, research. Here, I have no way to click in here and to see these sources. So if you are seeing AIs just say, here's your source, that's your first spidey sense to say that might be a hallucination. And this is where it's important to have the right tools for the right job. So a couple of really key points on this. While it did give me the format and the output, it also, if you remember from our previous training, I asked for the latest trends. This is the latest trends from when this model was trained. So if I wanted to actually search the web, which currently Meta AI at the time of this filming does not have the capability to search the web. However, with ChatGPT, if I have the paid version and I say search the web and I give it that simple little command at the beginning. Once again, this only works for the paid version of ChatGPT. And what this is going to do is it's going to find its context on the web about latest trends in AI communication. And now it's going to give it back to me in that format that I asked it to be in. Now, if you notice here, one big difference between the response we got from Meta AI versus OpenAI is that these links are clickable. This is hugely helpful when you are going through your blog writing process, when you're doing research, so that you can go in here and you can validate, you can read more, get more details about the content that it is providing you. So it's a very important tip to know when this might be hallucinating. So to illustrate this with another example for specifying the format, I'm going to say search the web and write a narrative style article on the impact of generative AI in creative industries using a conversational tone with examples and quotes from industry experts, structured with an introduction, three main points, and a conclusion. So here we can see it gave us exactly the format that we wanted. It gave us an introduction, three main points, and a conclusion here. And it went ahead and cited its sources where it's referring to articles it used in its research. So not only can you use this to do your own research, but you can also use it to ensure that your articles have appropriate outbound links as well. In this video, we covered two essential best practices to enhance your AI interactions, giving clear examples and specifying the format. By providing examples, you can guide the AI to produce responses that match your desired style and tone. Specifying the output format ensures that you receive information in the way that best suits yours or your target audience's needs. Whether that's in bullet points, narratives, or detailed analysis, incorporating these best practices will help you achieve more accurate and useful results from your AI tools.